All right, some peaceful arm training is going to be done here. Nice and simple. I think probably two, maybe three exercises each. So two or three for the bicep, two or three for the tricep. That will be it. So yeah, nice, quick, and simple. A little bit different in the selection than I usually do. I mean, I like to switch it up with arms most of the times anyway, because everything kind of just works. But today I'm starting it off with a very supinated, I think it's called, bicep curl. So I'm going to incline it and then really go out far with my arms. And the reason for that is because I feel like right now my peak of my bicep in the front double bicep, for example, that's the part that's lacking the most. And I feel like that gets built the best with this exercise. So that's why I'm starting off with it, so to say, because I feel like it's a bit of a weak point for me right now. So I'm going to focus on it by just starting my arm off day off with it. And yeah, once I cannot do it anymore, I'm going to turn them into a hammer curl, and then on the negative, I will go back to the supinated curl. So I'm going to be nice and heavy. Yeah, 20 kilos in each hand. It's a little heavy, but hey, whatever, right? It's just gonna go big or go home. So we're going big right now. So let's see how this goes, I guess. Oh yeah. All right. Yeah, they feel nice. Definitely going lighter on the second set, don't get me wrong, but for the first one, that felt right. Anyway, we're going to be supersetting this one as well with some push down single arm. So let's jump over to that. So yeah, this one is also a little bit different, I guess. But I like this one. I'm going to really focus on pushing my elbow backwards and then inwards, so to say. So it's mainly long head focused, if I explain that right. But it feels good. Let's just keep it at that. And it's really heavy, which I like, because it's hard for me to sometimes really get that feeling of heaviness when I'm doing a tricep exercise. So with this one, I achieve it, and that makes me happy. But yeah, it is single-handed, which I don't like. But hey, I will accept it because it does feel like it's working. So I will make an exception here. All right, let's see it. Yeah, all right, nice. Now the other arm. I like this one because I can really go in all the way, get a stretch going on my tricep, which just feels amazing. So, that's important, I believe. Yeah, other arm now. Up. Okay, nice. There we go. A little lighter for each arm. Uh, just because I think that will be best, so to say. And yeah, we're gonna do one more set. I really like doing the, to failure and then going inwards, hammer curling it up, then going outwards again. It's kind of just an easy way to spot yourself, so to say, for when you're gonna do it anymore. So yeah, I like that one. I'm gonna be doing that again with this one. And I don't think I'm gonna be drop setting it, so it's gonna be nice and simple here. Then of course we'll do another one on the triceps. And probably move over to some preachicles, definitely preachicles. Maybe just some normal push downs, so dip push down machine, so to call it. And then I will see how my arms are feeling after that. If they feel fried enough, then that will be it. But I'm probably gonna do a little hammer curl action as well after that, I think. But hey, we'll see when we get to that point, I suppose. Right now, I can enjoy these weights here, I suppose. Yeah, let's see. I did feel a little twitch at the end in my right shoulder, which I didn't like. So I'm gonna try and not have that this time around. Just maybe move the angle of my arm, so to say, a little bit. Yeah, let's just try our best here, I guess. All right. Yeah, nice. Feels really good. Okay. My biceps feel nice and warmed up. Not fully pumped, not fully fatigued yet, but nice and warm, nice and good in that beginning state of the pump, so to say. So yeah, let's do those triceps again. Now I must say, I do believe it was maybe a little bit too light on the first set with this one. Still was a good set, but I probably should have gone one heavier for my own liking. But that should now leave me at the point that this weight is good weight for a second set. So I'm just going to do the same weight here and see how that goes. If I now once again feel like I could have gone heavier, I will know for certain that next time I do this exercise, I can go one heavier, right? So that will be the philosophy of this training for today, I guess. But yeah, let's get into the position here. There we go. Gonna have a good time. Okay, nice. I messed up my form a little bit halfway in between there, I noticed. That's why I kind of ended up doing more reps than on the first set. But that was just because of my form breaking. I kind of need to keep constant mind muscle connection with my tricep on this one in order to really feel it the way I want to feel it. If I don't do it, if I go to autopilot even a little bit, my form just immediately breaks and I start ego lifting it. Which with this one, I don't want to be doing that. Yeah, you can see there, I did more reps with my right arm than with my left because I did the technique constantly correct with my left one. I was fatigued earlier because I was doing it right, you know. So that's why there was a difference in between the left and the right there, which is fine. It's not going to cause an imbalance if I just do that once. But I need to keep that in mind with this one. So it's a little bit of a tricky exercise. But hey, it does pay off in my opinion. So yeah. Anyway, preachicles. So as of late, I have been doing this one single armed mainly, just because then I can spot myself in order to, reach real failure. And I do really like doing that, or I just get a spotter, of course. But today, I don't have a spotter, but I'm still going to do both arms and not help myself here, so to say. Maybe a drop set, though. That's still an option, of course. But I'm accepting not doing extra force negative reps here. I love them, but today I'm not doing them. I'm just not feeling like them right now, I guess. So yeah, we're going to do 2 arms and get a real nice squeeze out of them. And I'm gonna be supersetting this one with some, as I said before, dip machine action. I haven't done that one in quite some time, so I'm interested to see how that is gonna go. But first, we've got to see how this goes, I guess. So yeah, let's have some fun. I hope I picked the right weight. As I said, I do this mainly with one arm now, so I kind of don't know anymore. But I'm certain it will be fine. Anyway. Okay. I might have lied. I did feel like doing negative reps, just in a different way, I guess. But yeah, that also works, I suppose. Anyway, little drop set here as well. Okay. Woo. Yeah, nice. That feels good. Yeah, just by standing up and lifting it with everything, basically just completely cheating it up there, I can still do my force negatives. I realized that like midway through the set, I was just like, screw it. I want to do them. So I ended up doing them. Anyway, dip time. Now, as I said, it has been quite some time since I last did this one. So I'm kind of out of touch with it. This is the weight that was on there. I think I'm going to put it a little bit higher. That should be good. And we're just going to see how my form goes, I guess. I'm going to focus on feeling it in my triceps. That's my main goal here. If I feel it a little bit more in my shorter heads than in my long head, then that's fine. If it's the other way around, that's also fine. Tricep is tricep, in my opinion, right now. So I'm not going to focus too much on the details, so to say, right now. So yeah, let's see if we can get a nice contraction out of this, I guess. Oh. Okay. Whew. Yeah, it's feeling all right. I might as well keep going. Oh, okay, yeah. I'm feeling my triceps. My goal has been achieved. Okay, let's go back to the preachicles. So I'm dropping the weight a little bit from the last set down, not a lot, just a small tiny bit here, And I think I'm gonna do basically the same here as I did on the first set. I kind of liked forcing it up there, and I also like the drop set. So yeah, I'm gonna do it again. But yeah, I like this arm workout I'm doing right now. I think this order of movements and everything, it feels good. You know, I always like supersetting in general, especially with arms, for example, or chest back feels pretty good as well. Sometimes two chest exercises or two back exercises can be supersetted quite nicely as well. It's mainly legs that I don't really do it at. Sometimes I still do it with like leg extension and leg curls. I used to do that quite a lot. Now I'm not that much focused on leg extension anymore, so it's not that interesting to superset those two anymore. But yeah, you know, most arm exercises, I love supersetting them. I think that's just the kind of the way you should do arms. If of course it's not too busy in a gym, you don't want to be annoying to other people. But yeah, right now I can do it, so I'm gonna be doing it. I think supersetting arms is just amazing. I truly do believe that's probably the best way to train arms in general. So yeah, I definitely am a big advocate for it. But hey, let's uh let's throw this weight around a little bit more again. Yep. Oh, all right. It does feel better doing it with one arm and then helping yourself up, because now I don't actually feel like I'm even doing the contraction, this part where I'm going up. When I'm cheating it like that, doesn't even feel like you're doing that anymore. So it's not as nice, I must admit. So yeah, a spotter or one armed does feel better in general, but this will get the trick done as well, and that's good enough for now. So yeah, I'm done with the preaches here. That felt amazing. My biceps are feeling even better than they were before. So I think we're going in the right direction here. And I'm gonna do the dip machine again. I like that one. It felt pretty good again. So maybe it's coming back into my arm workout now. Who knows? Who knows? You know, on the first one I did even more reps than I kind of expected. So I'm gonna go and put it a little bit heavier here, I think, just because it really felt quite doable. So a little bit heavier, same story as a second ago, and let's see if I can get that great feeling in my triceps again. That would be nice. That would be real nice. Anyway. Ooh, okay, nice. I probably could have gone even heavier, but hey, whatever. There was only one more plate to go, so we're not ego lifting here. Up, up. Okay. Woo. Nice. Finishing touch here. We're gonna do some hammer curls, supersetted with some push downs as well. And yeah, we're gonna do that in one go here. 2 sets, and that will be it. That will be done for the arms. I mean, as I said in the beginning, 2 to 3 exercises per muscle. We're going for the 3. It's feeling good. Should be nice and simple. All right, little hammer curl action here. Let's see it. Okay, little drop set action as well. There we go. Okay, there we go. All right. Boom. Ready for some push down action now as well. How simple is that, right? Beautiful superset once again. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna put it one higher, I guess. There we go. Okay. Also drop setting this one. I mean, while we're at it, right? Maybe change up my stand a little bit here. Okay, damn. Nice. Alright, one more of those. And then I think my arms will be completely finished. Let's go ahead and do it. I did put it a little bit heavier for the biceps now. It was just too light on the first set, I noticed. So yeah, I'm getting stronger, I guess. And I need to keep that in mind while putting my weights up here. Yeah, let's do it. All right. Boom. Okay. Damn. Woo. Okay. Maybe putting it all the way up there is the heaviest part of this training. My goodness. Anyway, I'm going a little bit lighter with this one because this one did feel a little bit too heavy. So there we go. You live and you learn, I guess. All right. Woo. Last bit. Ooh. Ooh, there we go. Nice. Let's go check it out. There we are. Okay. I do think maybe I'm a little bit bloated right now. So I'm not as, cut out as I sometimes am. But hey, whatever. We're just to look at the arms, right? Not so much at the abs right now, I would say. So let's see. Let's do a little tricep here. Oof. Oh, yeah. I feel like my arm is looking really nice and detailed. As said, my midsection is a little bit bloppy right now, so I'm not even trying to really pose it for that right now. But if I'm looking at this section here, this just looks almost shredded, so to say, which I like. I like seeing that. Yeah. Yeah, I would say this is looking pretty good. Now, this side I cannot pose as good, I must admit, as the other one. You can already see, especially with my abs involved as well, I cannot just not do it the same, which is okay, I guess. I mean, I should maybe start teaching myself how to do it on this side as well, just because it's probably good to be able to do that. Probably better for the mind-muscle connection as well. But I feel like it might be due to the injury that I had on this side as well. So, well, oh well. But yeah, I would say I'm looking pretty good. Pretty nicely pumped here. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it off there. So, hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you in the next one.